Hey, this is Richard Beach here with Sonic Stay Amped, and thanks for watching this review already. This is the Fender 59 Bassman pedal from Boss, and we're doing a bite-sized review of it because we're doing 30 bite-sized Boss reviews this month because we're mad. And not mad in that Boss pedals aren't good to review, just in that 30 is quite a lot of pedals. This is meant to be a replication of the sort of narrow panel era of the Bassman. So it's very tweedy, yes, and tweedy it is. And it looks cool. It's a nice looking pedal to emulate what was a very nice looking amp. So what I've got at the moment is just a very sort of flat setting on the control panel. Everything's at noon. I'm going to show you my clean sound, and I'm going to show you then what the pedal does to flavour my tone on the amp, because a big selling point of this pedal is that it's supposed to be able to be used as a sort of pre-gain section to flavour your amp rather than, you know, just really precisely emulating the Fender 59 Bassman, because, you know, obviously if you're putting this pedal into a completely different amplifier, it's not going to sound like a vintage 59 Bassman from like 50 years ago. So it's designed to flavour your amp and give you that sort of sound. This is what my clean tone sounds like. And then this is what happens when I add the pedal in. Before I do anything else, a feature I want to show you is the bright input setting. The actual amp itself, the Bassman, is a very bright sounding amplifier, and this is designed to emulate that a bit more than the standard input, because obviously some of the tones you could get out of that amplifier are perhaps unnecessarily bright. So this is, if you want it, you can have it. If not, you can just plug it into the normal input. So here's my clean sound. Right, so let's take you through some of the gain settings. So all I'm going to do is basically change the gain now. I'm going to turn the level up a bit to compensate for that. So take the gain down, and here's just what it does to flavour my more clean tone. So what I want to do now is see if I can get that really sparkly, beautiful clean tone that you could get out of the Fender 59 Bassman. Not that I've had the opportunity to play with too many of those amplifiers in my time, but I'm going for a lot of presence. I'm going to put the mid up a little bit, and I'm turning the treble up. Treble, I mean. And I'll take the gain down to about 9 o'clock and boost the level to compensate for that. So here we go. Okay, and now I'm going to try that on my rhythm pickup. Here we go. Okay, let's carry on with that setting, but we're going to turn the gain up and see what that sounds like on a high gain level. So if this was on the amplifier itself, and you had this dialed in onto the EQ settings on a 59 Bassman, it would be, I think, ear-piercing at a high level, anyway, a high volume level. So let's see if that happens now. Okay, I think it's a good sounding pedal. Whether or not it sounds that accurate up against a 59 Bassman, I wish I had one here to compare directly, but my feeling is that it doesn't do that all too well. With the presence that high up, it should kind of, those highs should be beginning to get quite shrill, and that just isn't happening. Even when I take the bass away, that still doesn't really happen. This is, it's a weird thing to say, but also it almost sounds a little bit too nice. It shouldn't sound this nice on this setting. I do like it though, it's a cool tone, I'm just not that sure whether it's that accurate. But you know, a good pedal, if you want to get close to that vintage tone, it's basically a distortion pedal that gives you a late 50s, sort of verging into 60s style driven sound. If you're really pushing the level and the gain and you're pushing it into a loud amplifier, I imagine that it would get more accurate and sort of closer to that sort of sound. So that's my verdict. Hope it's helpful, and thank you for watching this review, and please watch the other 29 that we've done.